Okay, this is Christel here, and I promised you a sneak peek into 2022, and that's what I'm going to give you. In the meanwhile, do remember that the contest is still open, so you can still win a free tarot reading. The announcement of the winner will be done beginning of January, I think around the 10th, but I'm not really sure. But the contest closes on December the 31st. You can enter in the contest, and by doing so you have to do you just have to put, I am so confused now, you just have to put the words Angel 2022 in the comments, and you can do that here on YouTube, you can do that on Twitter, on Instagram, on my Facebook, on my TikTok, wherever you want, you can do that, and then I will enter your name into the contest, and then I will announce it around January 10th. And the last day to enter is December the 31st, but you can put it in any video, yeah? So the more you enter, the more chance you have of winning. So keep that in mind, and that's always easy when you subscribe and hit the alarm bell, because you know when videos come out, and you will also know about that announcement when it's going to come out, and whether you are the winner, yes or no. Now, let's dive into the sneak peek. I'm not doing this in a certain order or in the order of the zodiac signs. I'm doing this randomly, and I just pulled I just pulled a sign randomly from a little box, and I'm doing the readings in the order as I have drawn them. So it's a surprise when your sign is going to come up, so just keep an eye out and subscribe, maybe, then you know. Hi Libra, I'm here to do your sneak peek into 2022, and it's the last day of the year when I'm doing this. So everything was a little bit hectic during the month of December, so here I am. I apologize for the lateness, but well, it's for the whole year a sneak peek, so something exciting maybe to look forward to look into. I may have to put my microphone a bit closer. Yeah, I think that's better. Anyway, we're going to start with a card for the year, and I'm going to do readings according to some subject. So I'm going to look into your career, money, finances, your inner circle, your romantic relationship if you're in one, also a love situation for those who are single. And we end with 4 oracle cards. Now, the only thing I would like to ask you is maybe subscribe and like and share and comment. Ask me also, you can ask me if you want some subject to be addressed in future readings, then please let me know, because I want to do more readings subject-based instead of like a monthly reading or a moon reading or what have you. I want to change it, my channel, up to more specific and subject-oriented readings. So if you want, or if you have a subject in mind, please share in the comments. I will always consider doing so. So if you subscribe, let me go to 500 subscribers. I promise to do a YouTube live, which will be very scary for me because I don't like those live things, but it will be fun, I think. So then you can ask me questions, we can converse, we can do some readings live online. And yeah, it should be fun. So that's it. Let's start here. Let's not babble too much. Let's just keep it to the point. I'm going to pull one card. This card is going to stay out. I'm going to pull it randomly. So all the cards have been shuffled. All the decks have been shuffled. Yes, as always. I prefer to not shuffle too much on screen because it can be boring. So in between subjects, I will probably fast forward when I'm shuffling. This is a funny thing. This card has been coming out a lot. Radiance. I'm a radiant reflection of God's light, but I'm going to just get the booklet with it. Where are my books? I thought I was organized, but I'm not as organized as I thought. Here are my booklets. Okay, so Radiance. So of course it's about, letting yourself shine, that is the thing that first comes. Because when you let yourself shine, and I'm going to read it, your radiance acts as a beacon, pulling the bounty of the universe to you. Your heart is open, your spirit glows, and your connection to the source is strong. When you live in a state of radiance, you don't need to struggle for things to happen. You shine so brightly that opportunities are drawn to you. Even if you're feeling dull and lethargic, you can transform your state by acting as if you're feeling expansive, content, and luminous. This might sound like you're pretending, but in fact, when you act as if, this sends a powerful signal to your subconscious mind to lift your emotional state. Additionally, doing things such as taking a refreshing shower, putting on clean clothes, going for a walk in nature, or listening to soothing music while acting as if you're a radiant reflection of God's light can actually catapult you into a joyous state of radiance. So it's about a little bit of the law of attraction. Well, I'm not a big fan of the law of attraction as it is interpreted, for example, in The Secret. Yeah, we have states of thoughts, but to say that we attract negative things in our lives when we think in a negative way, I think it's a bit of bypassing, and it's also a little bit of victim blaming. So I'm not really an adherent of that, but I do think that sometimes we have to lift up. And one of the tools that we use, as I'm a Mark Beck trained life coach as well as a tarot reader, and one of the tools we use is acting as if. So as if it's already true, and creating then that feeling state as if it was already true. And that sort of can shift things around. So yes, radiate what you want, show the universe what you want, tell the universe what you want. It is listening. Now, I have had similar cards come out for the other signs. It's very strange that there is a very low selection of cards to come out as this word. I mean, this came out several times. Another one that was called Truth came out a few times. And there was always this similar theme of, being authentic, coming out, letting yourself shine, having self-worth, self-esteem, but also trying to attract with your energy things into your life that you want into your life. So yeah, that's that. What I'm going to do now is pull 3 quick cards for a general outlook for 2022. So this card is present, and I'm going to probably connect to the card sometimes in the readings, not always, but sometimes it will come back. Let's see what happens. 3 cards as a general outlook. Now, I've already shuffled these, but, well, it's just, nature. It's second nature for me to shuffle the cards as soon as I've got them in my hands. So we start with the Two of Swords, a Page of Pentacles, and an Eight of Swords, Libra. What is going on? Why do you feel trapped? Because we start and we end the year with this feeling of not knowing, both blindfolded. Now, in a way, maybe this is as it should be, that you are just going with your gut and trusting your gut, and that you're not, too much in your head. These are swords. So swords is about, it's the air element. It's about your thoughts, your thinking, your beliefs, your opinions. And I feel that this year it's time for some new way of seeing things, from some more balance in your world. Look, this page is balancing on one foot and holding a value, well, a pentacle here, but this is seen as values, core beliefs, soul beliefs, really. And I feel it's time for you to connect to your true soul, to your true radiance, through that soul belief that you have, and that will attract more good in your life. But I feel for you, this is a page, so it's a fresh energy, it's a new energy, and it may feel a little bit like wonky for you, because in this year I feel some things will be upside down, but it will make you see things and your life in a different perspective, in a different way. So there's a lot of shifting going on. Now, this may feel a little bit scary in the beginning and you don't know what's happening. But I feel that what they ask you to do is to really trust. You know, don't overthink it, but just trust that you can't see ahead, that you don't know what is lying ahead for you this year, but that you trust that process, that you go in flow without too much thinking. So forget about the crows, but think more about that blindfolded part of you. You can't see the next step at this moment. So when you start a year, everything feels a little bit like, oh, what is happening? But you have to just trust that the next step, the next clear action step will present itself. It will present itself with this Page of Pentacles, for sure. You will know what to do when the right time is there. It's about timing as well. It's also about being open to this flow of things because, again, sometimes when you overthink, you're not seeing things clearly and then you feel like you're trapped, you're stuck, and that is not the idea because really you are free. It's just the girl in the mirror that is feeling trapped, that is bound, that is surrounded by all these thoughts. You can free yourself from that. You can free yourself from all these beliefs that limit your existence, that limit your way of being, that limit this new fresh perspective, this new way of standing in life. So really, this is just a fear thing, yeah? It will happen, and it's probably because everything is a little bit up in the air and you can't see where you're headed. Now, Libra, you like balance in your life. You like inner peace, inner harmony. That gives you that peace. But this is not a year where that is really going to be present. This is going to be a year where lots of things are moving. And then you have a choice. You can either trust and know that you are at this moment, yes, you are blindfolded and you're okay with that. Because if you believe in being radiant and attracting with your energy, then it doesn't matter what you're thinking and where you are at this moment. It will start to flow. It will come to you when you attract and when you're in the right energy stance. But you have to trust it. You have to just say, okay, I am blindfolded. I don't know what my next step is going to be. And I am okay with that. I'm just going to put this a little bit because I have everything in my viewfinder as well. So just seeing that. So trust that you don't know what's going to happen, because the more you do that, the surer you get. At a certain point, you will put your second foot on the ground as well. So at the moment, it is a little bit like, okay, a balancing act, but there's many new things going to happen for you this year. And that really, yeah, that is a little bit like, okay, wonky energy. But I feel that I'm really loving this Page of Pentacles for you, because it tells me that you will get that solid feeling again. And then here, this tells me that whatever it is that, you know, here, when it's still wonky, it's because you're afraid, because your fears are being activated. And also those fears are part of this whole process here, because without the fears, you would not try and risk and do something different. I feel the fear here is also your friend to protect you from some other energies or from some other people who don't have the best interests at heart for you, with you. So this is a year of a bit of upheaval, a little bit uncertainty, but the cards ask you to trust and to know that this uncertainty is just part of this year, part of the flow, but you can get through it. You can get through it, even though you're on sometimes like feel, oh, I'm standing on one leg, it's not really balanced. And I don't feel balanced, but it's not a year that you're going to feel that inner harmony, inner peace. Probably in the next year it will be better. I may pull some more. I'm going to pull some more cards here. Just hold on. I haven't done that for the other signs, but just feels like the thing to do here. And just let me pull a card or two extra. Yeah. There are some things that are going to surprise you this year, some things. That's also why, you know, when we have expectations in our mind with the cross, we believe something. And then we're just, already steering and we're forcing, we're trying to control. But they ask you not to do that. They ask you to trust that you cannot see. And there will then be surprises. But I mean, this Page of Cups is a good energy. It's another page. It's also fresh, new energy. But there are some surprising new elements going to come into your life. Maybe even for some Libras, a fresh relationship. I'm not saying for all, because remember, this is a general reading, and general readings are such that they sometimes resonate. If they don't, please leave it here. Don't take it along with you. If you don't resonate at all, maybe go and have a look. If you know what your rising sign is, your ascendant, or your moon sign, go and watch that video, because sometimes you resonate better with those. So I'm going to pull one more card on that Eight of Swords. Just feels like the right thing to do. Yeah, it's, you see, this is the thing. When this Empress tells me that's all going to be okay. That, your fears also protect you from some things in a way. Yes, your fears keep you away from certain people that are not good for you, but also it's only in your fears that you think you are trapped and that you cannot do anything. But that's not true, because the Empress tells me that there's a lot of, fertile ideas within you, but also that you're creating with this new way of living and this new lifestyle and new being you. You're creating a new garden for yourself. You're creating a new life for yourself, but a good life. This is a good life, yeah? This is also something abundant coming your way, something prosperous coming your way, something that you can build upon. So don't stay stuck in fear, yeah? And see when fear is useful and when it's not useful. Okay, let's move on, and let's move on to your career, Libra. So King of Wands, Four of Swords, Six of Cups, Hanged Man, Knight of Wands, and the Chariot. These are really good cards for career. So whatever it is you're not seeing, I think if you trust the whole process, remember that general outlook, you're not seeing it, but if you trust the process and you show the universe what you want for yourself, and you are really steadfast in that feeling, beautiful things will happen. It will be a little bit slow because we have the Four of Swords and we have the Hanged Man, but we end with the Chariot. So I'm going to start with this card. You will be ending this year with much more control over your life, over your business, over your work situation, over your career and your professional life. Yes, you will be in charge of your chariot. Yes, you will be at the steering wheel of your bus, and that is good. Now this comes from, I see here two wands, the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands. Now this king is a manifesting king. It's a king that can make ideas be turned around and become concrete, become real in the world. And you have ideas and you've been working on them. I feel with these two cards anyway, they are sort of belonging together. But here, nearing the end of the year, next to that Chariot, this card is like a renewed energy, fire again. While here it's a little bit like, because it's slow going, you may start to say and to think, oh my God, you know what is happening? Nothing is happening. And that's not the truth. You will feel it, will feel in the second half of the year probably, you will feel that drive again, that urge coming again, and that urge to create and to bring your ideas in the world. So it could be that you have your own business and you have business ideas which you've already started, because King of Wands for me is something that's already started. So you're building upon something that you've already started in 2021. But because of the slow going process, the Four of Swords and that Hanged Man, for me, you lose a little bit of that. And that makes sense now. The Six of Cups makes a little bit of sense. You lose a little bit of that driving force, of that fire that you have for your ideas, because it is slow going. Four of Swords. There's a lot of things you cannot really do immediately, and you need to just again flow and trust that some things will just happen. But because the Hangman is slow going, but at the same time, when you go slow, you have much more time to gain insight. See that, what is it, that aura, that light, that sort of sun around his head, a halo. He's getting insights because of the slowness. Because of the slowness, this is also a contemplation card. So because of the slowness, you absorb things, you absorb knowledge, you start to get more elements for your business together. If you are not having your own business and you're not an entrepreneur, but you're working for someone, I feel again there is here some consideration about this King of Wands. And this King of Wands is you being in a certain position in a certain job. And you're learning about that job, and you're also learning whether that is something you want to keep on doing. Now, this can go both ways. With this Knight of Wands, it can be that, you move away from that job, or you get more into that job, for those who are in a job and working for somebody else. So then you get more fire, you get more into it, and you go, okay, I'm going for this. But there will be some doubt around that. That Six of Cups here, for me, is some doubt. Now, if you're a business entrepreneur and you're building on on the plans, on the ideas you've already had in 2021, and things go slow, you will also doubt, like, am I doing the right thing? In a way, it's a little bit like a reversed card. Am I doing the right thing? Wasn't it better when I was doing like the way I was doing things before? Or should I go back and maybe do another course or something like that? But I feel that's not so important. I feel because if you put your energy in it, you will attract the right clients. You will attract the right people. You will know exactly what to do. And that is that Hangman. If you slow down and you let ideas and more inspiration, more wisdom come your way, more knowledge come your way, then you will get your fire burning, and also the creation gets going again, and things will start to move again. Because this Knight of Wands on the horse, moving, there's movement here again. And then, of course, followed by the Chariot means you're on top of your game again. It feels like you're on top of it again. You can control your business again. You see movement, you see progress, and you feel in charge, and that's good. Also, if you're working for someone else and you have left your job, let's say, because you didn't feel the fire, it takes you a while to decide, but then you decide, and then you're also just moving ahead and moving on, moving towards a better job, towards a better position in the same company, could be the same thing as well. Or you're getting your fire back for the thing you're doing because you have taken some time out. Maybe you need also some time out. That could be the case as well, that you really need to rest up and maybe need some holidays, some long, hard-earned holidays. So have a look here how that plays out for you, because I've been saying different things, and it could be, maybe you have to listen back to it. I will put timestamps in the description box so you can go easily back. Because, yeah, of course, I've been saying many things because there's a bit of different ways you are doing your professional life, your career, yeah? So there is a few things, but the good thing here, the very good thing, is that I love this Chariot, because this Chariot means, yes, things are moving again. Yes, you're in control. You're on top of your game again. So that is good. Let's move on now to money and finances. Page of Swords, Ace of Swords, and Justice. So this is money and finances. So a quick look. I feel that these two cards are really a little bit the same energy. Breakthrough moment. Page of Swords and Ace of Swords. Like you have a breakthrough with regards to your money. Maybe you have an idea of how to invest, how to make money in a new way, how to use your money in the right way. Maybe some news is coming, like if you, for example, are waiting for news of a bank loan, the good news is coming. Yes, the bank is going to come, something like that. There is a way that money is coming in your world again, or is coming in. You're sort of attracting it with this radiance card, and it's going to bring a lot of security, safety, balance again. But really, like, okay, so you're feeling solid on the money, on the finances front. So even if your business, because we're doing this after the business, because of course it's a little bit like close together. So if the business is slowing down, even so, I don't see that there really is a lot of money problems, because there is money coming in some sort of a way or another. And it could be from you studying something. It could be from you investing in something. But there is balance, there is harmony. So there is, like, it's not like it's going to go up all of a sudden enormously or down all of a sudden enormously. No, I don't see that. I see like a steadiness in your income, or in the way your money is coming in the way you can use it. Because there is a way that you can use to invest. So that means you have it, because otherwise you can't invest, is it? So yeah, that's good. So let's move on to your inner circle. This is your inner circle, which is your family, your friends, they're your nearest and dearest, your close family together, or your wider family, but also friends, your closest friends. Okay. So I'm seeing a Four of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, the Emperor, and Ten of Pentacles. So I see you ending the year again. This is a good card to have at the end of the year, because it's a really like a happy family card, happy family circle, happy friend circle, happy coming together. That's what it feels like. You have another Four of Swords here. So maybe you also, in the family matters, maybe in your inner circle of family and friends, you need a little bit of a time out, because maybe things have been hectic. And I say that because of the Seven of Swords. I feel that something has been happening, and I feel this is a past card, a past energy, but it's here to say why. You know, some things have been happening, some upheaval has been happening, maybe in your inner circle, maybe in your close family, you know, maybe in your relationship even, but something has sort of brought upheaval. With the Seven of Swords, this is sort of a sneaky card, you know, things it's not really a nice card to have. So it feels like you're getting rid of this energy of, you know, people that are backstabbing you. You're getting rid of them, but that means, I feel that is, you have gotten rid of them in 2021, but this means that you have to sort of rest up. You need a little bit of solitude, to have time on your own, to take some care of yourself, because it was wonky energy in 2021. But for 2022, this is 2021 for me, but for 2022, I see beautiful cards. I see the Queen of Pentacles. This is you. This is like the mother figure who's sitting in the garden. You know, the cats are lying at her feet, near her, all these cats. She's sitting in this beautiful garden, like the mother of the family, like the person where people turn to, charisma, also nurturing, taking care of others. So yes, you are. Others see you as this figure, and others come to you for help, for nourishment, for, you know, emotional nourishment, real nourishment, what have you. But they come to you, they see you as this mother figure. Now, sometimes when you have experienced a little bit of backstabbing in your family circle or in your friend circle, yes, you need a little bit of self-care. This doesn't matter, you know, people will still see you as this mother figure, as a person they can trust. Mother figure or father figure. I mean, yes, I'm saying mother figure because it's a woman sitting there, but if you're a man, they see you as a father figure. Now again, we have the Emperor here as well. So there is there is not only that nurturing, there is also that, taking care of business, not business, but the family things of matters of the family. I feel this is you really, and people see you like that. People see you as a person they can depend on. They can come to when they need to, and you're there for them. And so at the end of the year, that energy will be long gone, because you will have dealt with it. You will have taken a little bit care, but also this is important, this self-care card. For me, this is really okay. Sometimes you need to withdraw from the family matters, of dealing with the family matters, and you being the one who resolves everything. Also in your friends circle, if you're the one who's always taking charge with this Queen of Pentacles and this Emperor, then now is time for you to maybe rest and don't do that for the moment. They will still see you like that, so don't worry about it. But don't always do it, because you need a little bit of rest here. But in the end, this is such a solid foundation in your inner circle that you don't need to worry when you do take some time out for yourself. Don't worry, they will not abandon you. People will still see you as the person that is in charge, that takes care, that is providing emotional support, providing support in any case for their inner circle. So that will be gone. Maybe you will feel still a little bit hurt about this in the beginning of the year, but remember, it's going to go away, that energy. So let's move on, and now the single people, the single Libras among you are going to be happy, because we're going to read for them. Okay, so this is for Libras who are single, and look at this. We have this side and this side. Here we have 3 major arcana cards. Here we have 2 cards. We have a card of loss, 5 of Cups, and a card of feeling trapped, 8 of Swords. What am I saying? Anyway, but these are here. So I feel in the single Libras amongst you, they are going to take charge of their life. So maybe you haven't done that so far. Maybe you have sort of, been on the dating scene, and then you just dated anyone, and you just, you just went along. You said yes to anybody who proposed a date, and you went along. You went for a drink, you went for a coffee, for dinner, and it was just doing that. That's what it feels like, because here I feel you're not doing that anymore, because that is bringing you a lot of disappointment. And then you're looking at the wrong people, you're not seeing the good people. And then you're going to feel, if you continue doing that, you're going to feel alone, isolated from people. And maybe you were isolated from people as well because of the whole COVID thing. Yes. So there was a lot of things. I feel these are past cards. These are cards maybe still in the beginning of the year. They are at work where you feel still isolated, where you feel a little bit alone, trapped, nobody sees me, and that brings you hurt. But there are people looking at you, these 2 of Cups. You're only seeing those that are not looking at you anymore, and that was because of your random dating, etc., etc. But this year is time to take charge. It's the time to stop doing that, and time to be a little bit more discerning with this Hermit, to just, think, okay, what am I going to do? Am I going to just jump at the first date and then go on a date? Or am I going to sort of vet these people before I go on a date? Maybe go on the date, but don't immediately go on a second date. Ask the right questions. Think about it and see how you feel about them. So it feels like you're more in charge of this whole dating thing. And I don't see really somebody coming in at the moment, because you have this, you have 2 slow cards. You have and the Strength card and the Hermit. So there may be some fears that coming up, because you're not immediately finding the right person when you're going, taking charge. Also, people might be a little bit afraid of that, because you're showing that you're not going to be played with any longer, that you're not a toy, and that on the dating scene you're not going to be in the game just to play. You're serious. You want to find someone. Now, this is going to take a little bit of time. We're going to see, I'm going to pull some extra cards, so see what they say, what happens there. But that may stir up some fear. But I think you're also, because of this Chariot, I'm not worried. I think you're in control of that fear. You can say to yourself, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm not desperate for love or for a partner in this moment. And I don't think you are ready for that yet. So I think you can take it slow, and you're okay to take it slow. These cards are slower cards. And yeah, let's see what happens here. Yeah. So if you do that, if you really take charge and you discern, you vet these persons, Knight of Cups, somebody will walk into the scene. And this is because you shift your energy and you're letting your light shine. You're asking the universe for the real, true person to come in. And not just someone who plays you and who just, wants a little bit of fun and that's it. No, there's more seriousness. You need a little bit more seriousness because the dating scene has been disappointing. Now, again, people are looking at you, and this can be online or, people that know you and that really see you as a potential person to get involved with. But if your energy is not open for it, and I don't feel it is really that open for it, because it's not open for just anyone with this Eight of Swords, then it's not going to happen. But the moment you open yourself up again, and you do that when you take charge, and that I feel this is later in the year, then somebody could come in. And it feels a little bit surprising as well. I don't know why. Just see what's coming out here. Yeah, Ace of Swords. Something is coming in. Someone is coming in. It's going to be also, like breaking through that cloud of, yeah. And then we have a Six of Wands. So I'm not worried about it. But these cards for me are more towards the end or the second half of the year. And you will come out, it will go right. It will be good. This will be the right person coming in. The right person. These two together for me, it's telling me, yes, this is a person that is solid, that has potential, good potential. It's good dating, relationship material. And yeah, you're moving on and you're moving forward with this person. Yes, most probably, yes. Most probably. Again, general reading. And I'm not taking away your agency with the cards. I don't want to do that. The cards tell a story. Now, the ending is something that you are in control of by the choices you make. So please know that. Don't think the cards are writing a definite future, because it's not like that. It's a potential future. A potential future is a possibility, an opportunity, and not necessarily going to come true, because things shift and things are ever changing. Energy always changes. Now, moving on. This is for those who are in a relationship already. So your romantic relationship. Okay, I'm just going to come out with it for some Libras. I'm going to read this in a few ways. Some Libras here, they will walk away from their relationship because they have been completely, not happy in that relationship. Maybe they have been even abused in that relationship and they're walking away. It's been a hard road. Also, even the walking away has been hard, but they're walking away. This is for some Libras, yeah? But I'm just going to continue reading for those who are really leaving the relationship. If they do that, they have these cards by their side, two major arcana cards, the Justice one and the Temperance ones, which says that you will find much more, you will feel more balanced without that person, because that person was not good for you. And the Temperance card tells me that you're going to take a while to get over this, because there's a lot of grieving to do, a lot of processing to do and healing to do. But this is the good move, and the Temperance card, that angel is looking over you, is with you, so you're protected in that walking away, and you're walking away towards feeling more grounded again, feeling more solid, creating that foundation for yourself. Four of Wands. It's like you're creating a new start of the life for yourself. That is for those that walk away. Now, I'm going to read it a little bit different. For those Libras who are in a relationship and who are sometimes a little bit worried about, what is happening, where is this going? For those, that have not walked away, are not going, are not intending, and not planning to walk away, it feels like the relationship is going through some hardship and some difficult times. But even that, if that's the case for you, then it will sort itself out. But this is coming in more nearing the, I think, second half of the year. Things will balance out with the Temperance card and the Justice card, because then your relationship is also protected by this angel, and you will work things out. You will make things better. You will work on your relationship, on the foundation of your relationship, on bringing the relationship again in a good state. So this is two ways of reading it. So it may be that you're leaving. It may be that some things are not really going as planned or as you want them to, and it is bringing worries and stress and tension, and things are a little bit hard, but they can be sorted out. So there's two ways to go about this reading. Let's pull a few more cards. So again, general reading. So there's some Libras who will not have hardship, yeah? I can't read for every Libra out there, so just bear with me, please. Anyway, yeah. So if you have walked away, or you're planning to walk away, then it's time to, also rest up after you do that, and then take some time for yourself, some time to take some care of yourself, and stay away from other, involvements. Don't go there because you're not ready for it, because you need to do some grieving, you need to do some soul searching, you need to do some processing of everything that happened. Now, for those that are not intending to walk away, but they just find things a little bit difficult, hard. Maybe last year, because of all the corona things, the last 2 years have been hard, and have been hard on your relationship. If you really, stay and you find a way to talk it out, but you just, you trust that there's going to be a solution with this Four of Swords. There will be a solution, because you have these two cards here. So for those who are thinking it's going to go to hell, but they don't want it to go to hell, then don't immediately jump. Take your time. Also take your time to see if these hardships can be solved, can be resolved, or that you really need to reconsider this relationship. This is a possibility as well. Maybe you're not planning to leave, but because it's hard, you have to give it a little bit of time and see where this is going, see whether it can be salvaged. I feel that if you have no intention of leaving, it can be salvaged because of these two cards. If you intend to leave, it's time for processing, healing, and that's done, and you're also protected. You're also protected. You leaving is the right thing to do. So please consider those two options, and see what is your particular situation. Let me pull a few more cards. Yeah. Another so we have 10 of Wands, we have another 9, a 9 of Wands, so we have a 9 of Swords, 9 of Wands. For those who are leaving, they will be like a survivor. They will survive. It will be hard. There will be many things you have to take care of. There will maybe even a bit of a fight with, if you're really divorcing. But you will survive, and you will come out of it in a different person, but a better person, because of these two cards. So I really feel like even if you're thinking of divorcing or of leaving, you are always protected. Now, if things are hard here, yes, you will come out of it the other way. And you will come out of it, you will survive it, the relationship will survive it. And but you really need to speak, you really need to communicate with each other. And if you haven't done so, then really I would suggest start doing. Now, this Queen of Cups here, I feel is that you already know, your intuition will guide you. Your intuition will guide you through this process. Whether it's when you leave, your intuition will guide you and let you know what to do. When you stay and you have the conversations and you're trying to overcome things and make things right again, also let your intuition guide you. So in the end, this may work, this may not work. This is a little bit strange. I've never had this come out so clearly. So yeah, look at your relationship, how it's working, how it's not working. Now, if you're in a relationship that is really working as well, Libra, then please leave this here and don't do anything with it, because this is only for the Libras who are in a situation where it's a little bit more difficult. Yes? Okay. I'm going to now end the reading. Stop the reading. I'm going to end the reading with the 4 oracle cards, and I'll be pulling them randomly. So I'll be fast forwarding again. Okay, let's start here. One Ring Circus. Let's see what this is about. Okay, this is the Enchanted Map Oracle. I have the booklet here. It's number 15. Okay, I love this card because remember, things could, when at the beginning, the general outlook, when it was things are not clear and you don't know and you need to flow. This is a good card to have because it says you're capable and competent. Independence is key now as you step into your journey today. Others may not have the vision or resources that you need. Recognize that all the wisdom you've acquired along the way makes you particularly competent, capable of moving forward with assurance. Self-reliance is important, so it's really about trusting yourself and knowing that you can do whatever is coming on your way, whatever you're confronted with. So even if you don't know what your next step will be going to be, if this year feels like everything is a little bit up in the air, there is your radiance. Trust yourself, trust that, show the universe what you want, and know that you are capable of overcoming anything that's going to come on your way. So that's a good card to have, really, with all the cards that came out. Now, again, I feel this here is a little bit similar. It's called To the Sea, and you can see the face of Spirit here. And I'm just going to see what it says, so I'll read a little bit of it to you. Not a lot, but, it's... I have to laugh. So I'm opening the booklet and I'm seeing the first words I'm seeing, and just hold this back better like that. It's about being in flow, returning to source. Remember all those 4 of Swords and then the Hermit card? It's being, and then again also, those blindfold cards. Being in flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. And then, isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life, when events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that's fluid and effortless? This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea. I remember saying in that general cards, remember that general outlook, that you need to trust the whole process and that things will become clear as you go along. And that was the case in many of the partial readings we did as well. So yeah, there is this flowing and trusting the process. Now, which animal spirit is at your side? a vulture spirit. Nothing is wasted. So for me, I always interpret this card like everything we experience gives us a little bit more knowledge, gives us a little bit more insight, gives us a little bit more resources and wisdom, especially wisdom. And nothing is wasted in whatever comes into our world. But I'm going to be sure, because it is a little bit of a vague card, I'm going to say what it says again. So like that. Okay, better. What seems hideous has its own beauty, and the recycling and repurposing the vulture does is as important as any other activity in nature that supports the cycle of life. Vulture Spirit's message is that nothing is to be wasted, for nature sees value in everything that exists. What seems rotten and ugly has the potential to be transmuted into something beneficial. Sorry for this. And you are reminded that any suffering you have experienced has not gone to waste. Wisdom and understanding that arose from the experience are talismans that will serve you on your journey wherever you go. So yes, everything that you experience is part of your journey, is part of a learning and growth process, even if it's hideous. You can always take a lesson from it. Now, some lessons are really hard. I can get that, especially the traumatic ones. And I don't want to spiritually bypass here, but even so, there can be choices can be made, and you can seek help, for example, and then that suffering can also be turned into something that will help you forward. The last card is a mutable moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. Remember when I said these cards, and especially that relationship card reading was a little bit weird? Nothing is set in stone. Also, the cards that we pull here are not written in stone, and this is a good reminder. So if you are a person that really believes that these cards are the one and only truth, this is not so. Nothing is written in stone. These cards are showing a possibility, a probability, a potential, but they're not showing the real utter a truth, if the real outcome that is going to happen for sure. They say it may happen like this, and it may be there, and it may be present, and then you choose, you make a decision where you go, where you steer your direction, where you steer your own energy, what you ask from the universe. And that is your power, and that is your agency, and that is your conscious participation in your own life. And that is very important to have. So I'm going to leave it at this, Libra, because otherwise it's going to get too long, but I really wanted to end like this. And it's beautiful that I can end like this with this beautiful, nothing is yet set in stone. I think it's a beautiful way to end this reading. So, thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Remember, subscribe, find daily guidance cards on my other social media, such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm on TikTok, yes. Anyway, thank you for being here, and I'm wishing you a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful 2022. Even though things are shaky, it's going to work out. Believe me, it's going to work out. Trust the process and flow with it. Okay, Libra, I'm done now. Thank you for being here, and bye for now.